Welcome to Flash Core, your sharpest source for daily headlines and deep dives. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the curve. In the 21st century, a nation without a credible air force is not just at a disadvantage, it's left behind in the race for security and influence. In today's world, a country lacking air power is simply not a serious contender on the global stage. Air power is the sharp end of the spear. It decides who controls the battlefield, who sets the tempo of war, and ultimately, who wins. Today, air superiority is a technological reality. Intelligence, surveillance, electronic warfare, and precision strikes from miles away are all part of the modern arsenal. Every major conflict in the last 50 years has been defined by control of the skies. From the Gulf War to recent operations, air dominance has shaped outcomes before ground forces even move in. The side that dominates the air, dominates the ground. Air cover can turn the tide of battle, shielding troops and striking deep into enemy territory. This isn't just about dropping bombs, it's about protecting troops, gathering intelligence, disrupting enemy plans, and demoralizing the opposition before they even see the fight coming. A strong air force is a deterrent and the most powerful tool in a nation's defense. It signals strength, readiness, and the ability to respond instantly to any threat. Any country that neglects its air power is writing its own obituary, leaving itself exposed and vulnerable in a world where threats can come from anywhere, at any time. This is why Pakistan's recent shift in air tactics has sent shockwaves through Western defense circles, forcing analysts to rethink old assumptions. For decades, the Pakistan Air Force was seen as competent but predictable, a force that played by the book, rarely surprising its adversaries. But now, we're witnessing a strategic evolution, more aggressive, asymmetric, and technologically savvy than ever before, with new tactics and advanced training. This is a fundamental rethinking of how to fight and win in the air, making Washington and London nervous as they scramble to adapt to this new reality. When a nuclear-armed nation of over 230 million people rewrites its military playbook, everyone should pay attention, because the stakes are higher than ever. This isn't an academic exercise, it has real-world implications for regional stability, global security, and the balance of power in South Asia. The new Pakistani doctrine is bold, audacious, and designed to challenge the status quo, forcing rivals to rethink their own strategies. The question is no longer if Pakistan is a formidable air power, but just how formidable it has become, and how far it's willing to go. The world is watching, and so should we, because the next chapter in air power is being written right now. What's changed? The answer is more complex than ever before. Pakistan's air doctrine has undergone a dramatic transformation, shifting from a traditional defensive shield to a proactive, aggressive strategy that seeks to shape the battlefield rather than just defend it. The new focus is Quwwat-e-Jawabi, or retaliatory power, an approach known as offensive defense, where striking back hard is as important as holding the line. Air assets are now dispersed across smaller, hardened, and often secret locations, making them far more resilient to preemptive strikes and surprise attacks. Pilots are trained for autonomy, empowered to make split-second decisions in the heat of battle without waiting for central command, increasing their effectiveness and survivability. Training is now dynamic and unpredictable, designed to forge warriors, not just pilots, men and women who can adapt instantly to chaos and uncertainty. Asymmetric warfare is the key. Pakistan can't match India plane for plane, so it's become smarter, not just bigger, focusing on innovation and agility. Mastery of electronic warfare, jamming and deception now blinds and confuses technologically superior enemies, leveling the playing field in unexpected ways. Ambush tactics and advanced radar systems give Pakistani pilots the crucial first shot, turning the element of surprise into a powerful weapon. The JF-17 Thunder, co-developed with China, is a cost-effective yet lethal platform, seamlessly integrated with both Western and Chinese technology, making it versatile and unpredictable. This doctrinal shift was forged in the crucible of constant tension and the ever-present threat of conflict along the border. Pakistani strategists realized that the old ways were a recipe for disaster, and that innovation was the only path to survival. The new doctrine allows a smaller force to punch above its weight, seize the initiative, and dictate the tempo of engagement. It's less about attrition, and more about psychological shock and awe, striking fear and uncertainty into the hearts of adversaries and civilians alike. The ultimate goal? Make any enemy think twice, then think again, before making a move, ensuring deterrence through unpredictability and strength. February 27, 2019. Operation Swift Retort. This was the day that would redefine the region's military landscape and send shockwaves through the global defense community. Pakistan's new doctrine, forged in the crucible of recent tensions, was about to be put to the ultimate test. After an Indian airstrike, the Pakistan Air Force responded with a calculated, precise operation, demonstrating both restraint and resolve. Multiple jet formations triggered Indian air defenses, a feint designed to confuse and overwhelm. Meanwhile, a primary strike package hit military targets in Indian-administered Kashmir with standoff weapons, carefully avoiding crossing the line of control, but making their presence felt. The message was clear: Pakistan could hit sensitive targets at will whenever it chose. In the ensuing dogfight, an Indian MiG-21 was shot down and its pilot captured, a dramatic moment broadcast worldwide. Pakistan suffered no losses, a huge propaganda and strategic victory, boosting morale and confidence. The operation validated Pakistan's decentralized command and pilot autonomy, proving the effectiveness of their new approach. Western analysts realized the PAF was tactically brilliant and far more sophisticated than previously assumed, forcing a reassessment of regional air power. Operation Swift Retort wasn't just a border skirmish, it was a live-fire demonstration of a new, dangerous capability that could alter future conflicts. The West was officially on notice, now forced to pay close attention to Pakistan's evolving military prowess. The regional military balance had shifted and the implications were being felt in every defense ministry. Pakistan's air power was now impossible to ignore, marking a new era in South Asian military dynamics. Operation Swift Retort sent shockwaves through Western capitals. Pakistan was no longer just a complicated ally, it was a military power with a cutting-edge air doctrine. The main concern: proliferation and instability. Pakistan's aggressive stance is meant to deter India, but it's a high-stakes gamble. One miscalculation could spiral into a nuclear crisis. Pakistan's integration of Chinese and Western tech, especially the JF-17 and F-16, alarms military technologists. Pakistan is now a testing ground for Chinese hardware, giving Beijing invaluable data and prestige. Western policymakers face a dilemma. Their own technology is now part of a force aligned with their chief rival. The West must now contend with a partner showcasing adversary tech and a doctrine they find dangerously destabilizing. There are no easy answers. To grasp Pakistan's air tactics, look at its neighborhood. Sandwiched between India and China, Pakistan faces two giants. India's air force is massive, with advanced jets and a huge budget. On paper, India should overwhelm Pakistan, but Pakistan's strategy is designed to counter this. The PAF focuses on pilot skill, networked operations, and agility. Operation Swift Retort proved a JF-17 pilot could outmaneuver a more advanced Indian jet. With China, Pakistan has a deep strategic partnership, gaining access to modern aircraft and tech. This creates a triangular dynamic. India faces a potential two-front war against interoperable allies. Pakistan's tactics, developed with Chinese tech and intelligence, alarm New Delhi and the West. Pakistan, as China's junior partner, is a strategic nightmare for the region. Hardware matters, and Pakistan's procurement is clever. The F-16 remains the backbone, giving the PAF a qualitative edge. But the JF-17 Thunder, co-developed with China, has become a formidable multi-role platform. The latest Block 3 version features advanced radar, helmet displays, and long-range missiles. The J-10C, a recent Chinese acquisition, is a top-tier fighter, deepening the Sino-Pak alliance. This trio, F-16S, J-10Cs, and JF-17S, creates a diverse, networked fleet. Pakistan has invested in force multipliers, airborne early warning, electronic warfare, and standoff weapons. These systems give PAF fighters crucial battlefield awareness and lethality. Modern air wars are won by systems, not just platforms. Pakistan understands this, and so do its adversaries. The West, especially the US, is in a bind. Pakistan is a major non-NATO ally, but its deepening ties with China threaten India, America's new partner. The US is tightening military tech sales to Pakistan, scrutinizing every deal. Stricter end-user agreements try to firewall Western and Chinese tech, but it may be too late. Meanwhile, the West is arming India with advanced tech and joint exercises to bolster its edge. This classic balance of power play risks fueling a regional arms race. The more the US supports India, the more Pakistan turns to China. It's a vicious cycle, with each side escalating in response. Western strategists are scrambling for a way to manage this dynamic. Influence in Islamabad is slipping and the stakes are rising. The game is more dangerous than ever. Pakistan's air tactics aren't just about jets, they're about geopolitics. As the US tilts toward India, Pakistan deepens its alliance with China. The China-Pakistan economic corridor is the economic backbone. Military ties are just as vital. China gains a strategic outpost. Pakistan gets the support it needs. The PAF's doctrine and Chinese hardware are two sides of the same coin. This complicates the West's Indo-Pacific strategy, tying down India and limiting its reach. Pakistan serves China's strategic goals by keeping India focused on its western border. Every PAF advance is a win for Beijing. The dogfights over Kashmir are now proxy battles in a global competition. The stakes are no longer just regional, they're global. Where does this lead? The region is more precarious than ever. Pakistan's smart, asymmetric air strategy has changed the game. Its partnership with China offsets India's conventional edge. The arms race will accelerate, India modernizing, Pakistan deepening ties with China. Every move triggers a countermove, pushing the region closer to the edge. The risk of conflict sparked by miscalculation is terrifyingly high. Pakistan's doctrine leaves little room for de-escalation once a crisis begins. Nuclear weapons on both sides make the stakes existential. The old balance is shattered, the West has few good options. The alarm isn't just about Pakistan's tactics, it's about a shifting world order. The skies over South Asia are crowded, contested, and stormy.